Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If you guys would like to meet your spirit guide, I put together a free meditation to take you on a journey to the Temple of the Masters so that you can do just that. I'll link to that in the comments down below. Okay, Taurus, so it kind of looks like the theme of your month is you're leaving the difficult part of your life behind. Like you've hit success. You're coming out of stagnation. You're coming out of like a stuck, stagnant, slow down period of your life, and it's like about to get better, but you can't expect it to be better 180 overnight. Like, sometimes those, when you used to do like inner child work and you were in that phase of your life and your life was like miserable, and then you do an inner child or some sort of shadow work and your life 180s, pure positively happier, more joyful. This is more of a, you left the dark ages and your life just needs to slowly 1% better at a time get better. And so that the change will be like you'll look back and go, whoa, my life's totally different. So it's going to be like a series of slow, subtle shifts and changes, and a series of slow, steady dedication to like new practices and new ways to spend your daily time, new habits, new routines that you're developing. Okay, and so like what's crossing that is, honestly, it looks like you're having a little bit of a hard time of like admitting, I would say, defeat. You're having a little bit of a hard time. Excuse me. You're having a little bit of a hard time of voicing the low vibe emotions that you feel about it. Because it looks like the segment of your life that you're leaving behind, now when you look back on it, you're feeling sad. You're feeling, why did I ever do that? Why did I ever think that that was good or bad? And so that's why it's kind of like messing with your mind a little bit. You're like, why am I thinking that a segment of life was bad? Like, I don't want to shine that negativity on my own life. But we need to be aware of, like, when you're manifesting, that is how manifesting works. You're here, you identify desire, you get ready to get ready to get ready. You're in the becoming of it. You get your desire. And then typically it's like wait, that's it? Oh, I'm low vibe. I feel disappointed. I feel this or that. But that's when you need to redirect and manifest the next thing, right? And so all it is that part's normal. Why did I do that? Why did I want that? You know? What was the term? Post athlete blues. There's a term for it. Like even Olympian athletes, especially if they win gold, um, once they're up there getting the gold, they're like, wait, this is it? All that work, all that becoming that I did to get this gold, like, this is it? Who am I? What am I? Because like you can't keep competing at the Olympian level forever in your whole life. So it's like, who am I? Why did I want that? And they could easily look back and go, why did I spend up until like age 30 pursuing that? That's not something that's going to help me like earn money after this. That's not getting me my family. So the point is, like, anyone could have that feeling where you're like, oh, why did I ever used to want to spend my time that way? But that's where you got to like just kind of accept that life is like a one-way ticket. You're born into this body, into this avatar, and it is about enjoying the passage of time. And it also is about co-creating with source. So you came down to enjoy the passage of time here on earth, the physical plane, as well as to like experience the power of co-creation, because your source and you came down because you wanted to carry out the physical labor, the physical work, the stuff that only a body can do. Source can align up the energies, but you need a body to like build the rocket ship together. You need a body to acquire the knowledge to be able to build a self-driving car. So it's kind of like that, kind of like is the point of Earth, to enjoy the passage of time and co-create. Did you come down to be a co-creator to just enjoy what mass consciousness created and just be like a stabilizer on Earth and enjoy, Or did you come down to be someone to kind of like expand and go, no, like women could have more, women should be able to work? So did you come down to be like a co-creator and live life on the leading edge of creation? Did you come down to be a complete disruptor and oh my God, I figured out how to repair Earth's ozone layer? right? So she's kind of embracing that, like, maybe he did come down just to experience, like, hey, here's mass consciousness. I did come down to just be a mom and a wife and enjoy the fruits of what the labor that like other people are co-creating. And I came down to just be an awesome wife and an awesome mom and to like nurture some souls, to keep the population of humans going, to be a vehicle for other people in source who want to come down here and experience, you know? So I think a lot of this is about you kind of like embracing a simpler life. In your recent past, it does look like you've hit a bit of balance, and I want to say a bit of financial balance. Like you're not in a need for money, you're not in scarcity mindset around money, but you are at a place of where you want to like grow it. In terms of right now, you're on the right track, Taurus. You're on the right track. And it's about being willing to like think ahead, future forecast a little bit. Like, yeah, here's something I would like to experience, but it's also about going. Like, let's just say you're like, I want to create a brokerage. It's also about going like, and right now, I passed my test. I'm just figuring out how to sell my first house now. So it's you can have the vision, but also be okay with the simplicity of right now and the little bit of growth that you're doing right now. Allow, you know, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. You got to just, right now, I'm expanding to allow myself to sell my first home and to receive money in an entirely new way than I ever have before. Because it's kind of like you're getting a little stuck in the future and like, that's going to be so much work. I can't handle that pressure. But it's recognizing that when you're there handling that pressure, it's because you steadily grew 1% by 1% by 1%. And that's where you look back and go, wait a second, I have 10 employees now. I used to think that was really scary. Whoa. Like you're going to become a person. Right now, it feels like pressure to you. When you are that person, though, it's going to be like, oh, yeah, I know how to lead a team meeting. I know how to lead a team. Let's go. Should we hire employee number 11? Because you're thinking that pressure that you're feeling, you're thinking a little bit of, wait, I don't want a life where I feel that pressure day to day. But it's when you're that person, it's not going to feel like pressure to you. Right? Like when you're first learning to drive a car, most of the time it's a little over. It's like, whoa, what do I do? Hold on. How do I merge on a freeway? Hold on. Right? So if you were like 10 and if you're feeling the pressure of driving, you're like, oh my God, that's too much. That's chaotic. That's chaos. I'm not going to do it. But the point is you start by an empty parking lot. You just circle around and then you practice your turn signals and then you practice parking. And then you go on a super slow street where you might see one car, right? And then before you know it, you're like eating as you're driving on a 10,000-mile road trip. So, and when you're at a point where you're like eating and driving, you're not feeling pressure. So, you know what I mean? Going into your future, I think you got financial abundance coming your way. So it's like when you just embrace the stage that you're at, you're going to be able to make a lot of money at it. Who cares if there's, no, but when I have 10 employees under me, 10 realtors under me, I'm going to be making crazy, crazy money. But like this next step where you're just now selling a house or two or three a quarter, that's also going to be crazy for you money now. The more that you can line up with, I know I'm going to want more, but right now I'm at the stage of getting the vibe of selling houses. I'm at the stage of getting the vibe of receiving bonuses and what are those called? Commission. I'm at the stage of getting my first commission and the vibe of those. It's kind of like then that's when you're able to sell like hotcakes, you know, like there's every once in a while I'll get a client where I actually need to tell them, hey, I know you're going to be charging 10,000 for a VIP intensive, but right now you're not in the vibration of that, right? So they were stalled out, not selling anything for months on end. And once I tell them like, what's in your vibration right now is 2,000, they then go and sell 3 of them a week. Because what's in alignment for you, like, sure, you know, at some point you're going to be charging 10,000 a day. Right now you're charging 2,000 a day. That person went from making nothing, crickets, bored out of their mind, to 6K a week. 6, 12, 18, 24. That's 24,000 a month. Enjoy that. And then at some point it will get boring and it'll be, okay, now let's go in the growth of selling at more money. Like, because the point of life isn't to just be at the end goal immediately, right? We don't come down, be born to be that 90-year-old surrounded by your family as you're crossing back over to source, right? You came down to like live the life in the different stages of life and to like enjoy the passage of time and to create. And in this phase, you're creating financial abundance for you. So enjoy the phase that you're at. Okay, your personal power this month. Your personal power this month is to recognize that this big shift you're going through, you know, I was talking about how like you're kind of looking back at your old life and going, why did I ever think that was fun? Why did I ever let people treat me that way? It's recognizing that you're learning to love yourself in a whole new way. And it just used to come from feeling loved by actions others took for you. And now your definition of love is about, how do I feel when I'm around them? How do I feel when I'm doing that activity? It's now, instead of receiving, feeling love from actions other people take for you, it's really about you prioritizing your mental and emotional upliftment when you're around people. In terms of outside influences around you, well, I got to tell you, the people that you are not resonating with anymore, they are really making you want to move into the next chapter of your life. And it's like I don't know what the next chapter of my life looks like. Maybe for the first time in my life, I haven't sat down to take time to positively focus on what I want the next chapter to look like. But you are making me want to go into nomad's land and figure it out as I go. So yeah, I think some people are like repelling you, disgusting you a bit, and that's okay. It's just like, wow, my body's letting me know, my inner being's letting me know that is a strong no now. So that's a no. I'm not going that way. I guess I'm going into this abyss where I don't know what a yes is for me. I'm gonna figure it out though, because that's a no, and just like let that go, you know. And do know, Taurus, that sometimes when you're in the vibe of change and you've been like a source of support for someone, or you've played a role in their life. Like, let's just say maybe a wealthy guy just always asked you to dinner and you always said yes. You got something out of it. He got something out of it. And now that you're like, ew, no, I don't want to do that anymore. That person is going to feel that energetic pull of your energy and probably try to hold on. You always said yes. Hold on. This must just be a conversation we need to have. What's going on? We have like 10 years of a friendship. Like, just know that tends to happen. The more that you can see that, instead of like looking at them with that disgust, it's more like yeah, I don't remember why, but I did used to really enjoy spending my time that way. I don't see why I like spending my time that way now. They're going to figure it out. New people are going to come into their lives. They're going to meet new people. They're going to figure it out. The more that you see them as empowered to manifest and co-create and call in new people, the better it's going to be. He's a no for me. I call my energy back. I know he's going to figure it out. He's got this. Okay, in terms of your personal power this month, it's definitely don't go back with anyone old. Defend your right to grow and change and evolve and like new things as a person. Be okay that you don't like what the new is, that you don't know what the new is yet. And like, don't go back to old friends, man. Like, you do. It's not, I don't say that you deserve better. You deserve the new, which you're likely attributing to as better. Okay, in terms of your outcome this month, I really think you're going to be feeling it. This isn't what I thought life would look like at this age. This isn't what I like. I think it's going to be just a little crumbling moment for you when like the things that used to really light you up and bring you joy, you used to like doing ABC, and now you're like, oh my God, I'm disgusted by ABC. I don't even know why I ever liked it. I was selling myself short. Like, I think it's just gonna be a little bit of like a series of tears, and sometimes it's an awareness of, whoa, I actually did not like spending my time that way. I now recognize that I just kind of had to. Or like, oh, wow, I was not, even though I liked this, and this about it, I also now feel a little disgusted by this part of it. So it's kind of like you're just like increasing your emotional capacity to feel more emotions in general. So now you're going to feel like the good, bad, and the ugly about your past. And I just think it's going to be a little bit of like focusing on the new emotion you're feeling, which is going to be a low vibe emotion. Like, oh, that was disgusting. Oh, that was actually gross. But you're not gonna, it's like almost as if because of that new low vibe emotion you start to feel, you're gonna like forget about all the high vibes around it that you also did feel. So it's kind of just recognize, I've just expanded how I view it. This is now letting me know that this is no longer for me, but there was a lot of positive from this. If you could allow yourself to feel this, have your cry, whatever it is you need to process that low vibe emotion, and then go, but here's what I did like about it. It gave me hope at the time that I could have a better life. It made me feel good about myself that I could just show up and be me and be expressive and be treated. And like see the positive in it, then you're going to be able to have it as a stable launch pad to your next life instead of like this crumbling, oh, I want to get to the next life. I want to get to the next life. I want to get to it could be a stable, yes, this was a good phase of my life, but that little bit of disgust is now letting me know I want to go try and explore this new playground. So it's up to you if you want to try to jump off wobbly rocks or if you want to have a solid, that was good for that phase of my life. I see why it served me. I see why I see why younger me liked that. I just now no longer like that. So here, let's go. I want to go play in this playground. All right, Taurus, I hope that read helped. Don't forget, I go live every Tuesday, Thursday here on YouTube with free mini reads. I call the show High Vibe Mornings. Would love to see you there. Bye.